Hey guys, what's good? Rising Phoenix One. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Okay, so today we have a new promo reveal, No Shave November. If you're not familiar with No Shave November, that is a fundraiser for cancer research, etc. So it's a very good cause. Now, I know a lot of you, probably most of you, are not a fan of copy-paste promos, and there's been a lot of clamor for something new. Well, we're going to tell you straight up front here, this is new. So we have a new promo map, we have a new progression. As far as we're able to tell, this one is totally new. Now, obviously, some of the sets are similar, sets for points, that sort of thing. There's just so much that you can do new, right? Want to let some of you know that the 87 Masters are a little bit finesse heavy, and I know that will, make some of you a little miffed, particularly if you're strategic or power. But the good news is they changed the boost items so that we only have to match 8 in Season 6 instead of 10, like in Season 5. So that does give us some ability to play around with our lineups. Okay, so here we have 87 Masters, Steven Adams and Chris Middleton. We'll let you know that when the promo drops, these will be the only two 87 Masters sets. And later on, we're going to get Trae Young, and we're also going to get Jaylen Brown, both 87 set Masters. And the good news there is we're going to know in advance exactly what is required in those sets and what the card stats look like. In fact, you're gonna know in just a few minutes. So, I think this is a really cool theme. No Shave November is a very good cause, and they've just done the artwork and stuff really cool. Plus, it's a new promo map, and so this has a lot going for it. So why don't we go first to the Grandmaster for this promo, and that is an 89 point guard, the Beard, James Harden, in Style Select. Okay, here is an example of the sets for the 87 Masters. We're not going to show you all the sets because they're identical. Middleton, Trae Young, and Jaylen Brown will all be exactly the same as this Steve Adams set. You're going to need to claim the 77 version. You're also going to need 4 76 to 80 No Shave November cards, as well as a Power Beard token. Then you're going to take that 82 into a second set. You're going to need 10 of those 76 to 80s, 5 80s, and a Power Beard token, and you'll be able to claim your 87 Master. In this case, it's Steve Adams, but it applies equally to Middleton, Trae, and Jaylen Brown. Here's the set for the Grandmaster James Harden. You're going to have all 4 of the set 87s, Adams, Middleton, Young, and Brown. And again, you can see that the 89 point guard James Harden is Style Select. And once more, yes, you do get all 4 of the 87 Masters back. We're also going to have No Shave November store cards. Not sure how many you're going to be able to get if you are so inclined to spend. I have a feeling this part is going to be similar to the store cards in the 75th anniversary promo, where I think you could get maybe 1, maybe 2, but certainly not a bunch of them. So we have a power forward. That's not me stuttering. He is a power forward, Jonathan Isaac. We have a strategic point guard, Mike Conley. And then 3 finesse cards. This is what I was talking about. At center, Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. At small forward, Kawhi. And the one that has me most interested at shooting guard, Klay Thompson. Again, these are store cards only. So we're going to move on to the map, and this is new, and you should be able to probably tell it's new just by looking at it. So it says No Shave November claim your starting master. So this is where in the beginning, I assume you're going to either select a 77 Adams or a 77 Middleton and work towards that master. We have blitz events, and we're going to play the blitz events each day to earn beard oil points and something called beard combs. The beard oil is just the points, And it would appear that the fuel for doing the rest of the events is going to come from the Blitz event. Obviously, we're going to have milestones. Here it tells us that we're going to keep earning beard oil points to complete milestones and work our way towards upgrading the player we choose to 87 overall in the sets. And we just looked at the sets a moment ago. So here are the beard comb events. So we're going to use the beard combs earned from the Blitz events. Once again, the Blitz events look to be the fuel here to play these challenges for extra beard oil points or chances at 76 to 80 overall players and 87 overall masters. That suggests to me that there's a chance playing these events you'll draw an 87 overall master, but I'm not certain, and we do not have confirmation on that. They're doing something cool here with the milestones. They're taking an element from Live Pass and porting it into this promo, and I think that's a very good thing to do. Take something good from something that's good, bring it into a promo. So in addition to the regular milestones, there's going to be a next tier of milestones, and it says purchase the premium milestone offer in the store to earn more milestone rewards as you progress. So that's a very cool idea. We're also going to have a leaderboard, and check this out. It says rank up in the leaderboard to earn more rewards each day. I'm thinking what that means, and again, I don't have confirmation on this, but I'm thinking what that means is that the leaderboard is going to pay out on a daily basis. If that's so, that's a really cool change. The sets, we just looked at the sets. In the sets, you'll turn in your 76 to 80 overall No Shave November players and Power Beard tokens to upgrade your chosen set masters to 87 overall. So here is the basic milestones, the ones you don't have to purchase. And you can see you get player packs and powered beard tokens along the way. But here is the premium No Shave November milestones, which you can purchase in the store. And the idea here is, I believe, just like Live Pass, as you hit each milestone, you'll get the regular path milestone, but you'll also get the reward for the premium No Shave November milestones. And these might be a little better. In fact, it looks like they are, because we're starting out with a Power Beard token. Once more, I think this is a really cool add to the promo, taking an element from something as good as Live Pass and getting it into a regular promo. Very nice. Here we have the rest of the progression. I assume it ends at 55,000. But in any event, at 55,000 beard oil points, you will be able to claim an 86 power small forward Sadiq Bey, and that's pretty cool too. You will not get this card or a similar card on the regular milestone path. Okay, back to the sets. Here you see you're going to be able to turn these 76 to 80 cards in for an unknown number of beard oil points, but it's going to be less than 7,000 beard oil points, because on this one, you're going to have to put 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80 in there to claim the 7,000 beard oil points. We don't have any information on what the cooldown timers might be on these, or whether, for example, this one is even repeatable. And then you're also going to be able to turn in 76 to 80s for what would appear to be a random 80. Here's the store. First and foremost, these numbers at the bottom are not US dollars. The pack all the way on the left says No Shave November Finisher. I assume that will say No Shave November Starter Pack when this drops tomorrow on Monday. That's probably your $29.99, or let's just call it $30 one. And next to that is probably going to be the $99.99 $100 pack. And this one for spenders, if you're inclined to spend, is actually a good deal. If you're going to buy NBA Cash anyway, this will give you the same amount of NBA Cash you would get for the same amount of US dollars. Plus, it's going to give you 2 beard tokens. Plus, it's going to give you a select pack for one of the 87 store masters. I'm not seeing any boom or bust. I would be surprised if there aren't boom or busts. But you're going to have coin packs to get beard oil points, and then you can watch ads and or use your credits to get more beard oil points on a daily basis. There is a 500 NBA Cash player pack that's going to give you a guaranteed, it looks like 76 to 80, with a 20% chance at another 76 to 80 player card. And then there is this $300 NBA Cash deal where you have a 5% chance at a 76 to 80, but you will also get 400 beard oil points, and it looks like this is infinitely repeatable. So as a spender, I mean, as a former spender, right, this one would interest me because it is a potential way to just blast right through this promo, right? And if we're going to look at some player cards, let's start with the Grandmaster. Here is James the Beard Harden, and we're going to try to move through these stats fairly quick. Oh, Harden has some really good athletic stats, very good inside offensive game, obviously a terrific outside shooting game. Looks like he has no defense. Yeah, he has no defense, but it's James Harden. And then he has some playmaking. So that's it for Harden, your 89 select style Grandmaster. Moving on to Steven Adams. We'll take a look at the stats, but we're going to look for rebounding. And his rebounding looks very good, 86 and 89. He's got a decent inside offensive game, and his defense is okay. I mean, his block and on-ball defense looks good. You know, if you are strategic and you already have Shaq in strategic, and maybe you have Embiid or Wilt in strategic, this card probably isn't going to help you much. But if you don't have Embiid or Wilt, it will help you. Regardless, you're going to need this card if you're going to claim the 89 Grandmaster James Harden. Here we have Chris Middleton, primary stats. Yeah, and his athleticism stats look pretty mediocre at best. He has a good inside offensive game, a pretty good outside shooting game, that 81 three-point. You know, that's a little bit low, but it's probably accurate for Chris Middleton. And his defense looks, you know, okay for a small forward. Not great, nothing special there. He has some decent playmaking stats. And his rebounding is just fine for a small forward. So that brings us to Jaylen Brown. Here's the primaries. And looking at the attributes, his athletic stats are really pretty bad. His rebounding is okay for a shooting guard. Kind of a hit or miss inside offensive game. His outside shooting really is not very good at all. Pretty disappointed with the outside shooting stats for a Jaylen Brown card. His cards usually have better stats than that. In terms of his defense looks quite good. So yeah, he's got decent defense. He's got decent rebounding for a shooting guard and a semi-decent inside offensive game. So yeah, so far this seems to be the weakest card of the set cards. So next is Trae Young. Here's his primaries. Trae is always one of my favorite cards. I just enjoyed playing with those cards. He has terrific athletic stats, pretty good inside offensive game, and excellent outside shooting game. No defense, but you know, that's consistent with a Trae Young card. And then he has some good playmaking, and so that's Trae. Before we get into the store cards, this is the Premium Milestone Master, Saddiq Bey. And yeah, his athletic stats look really good. His inside offensive game looks good. Outside shooting, not so much. And his defense looks very good. Yeah, so that's Saddiq Bey. And here's our first No Shave November Store Master, Jonathan Isaac. His rebounding for a power forward is borderline low for sure. He's got a decent inside offensive game, and his defense is very good. And that's pretty much it for Jonathan Isaac. Here's our next Store Master, Kawhi Leonard, a finesse small forward. Really good athletic stats, pretty good inside offensive game with a great dunk. His outside shooting is good enough. His 83-point is consistent with a Kawhi card. Look at that 89 on-ball defense. And yeah, all of his defensive stats are really good. So that's Kawhi Leonard. And then the one that has me most interested, Klay Thompson, a finesse shooting guard. He's got some pretty good athletic stats. His inside scoring looks good. And of course, his outside scoring looks fantastic. His defense looks very good as well. And he has some okay playmaking stats. And you know, his rebounding for a shooting guard is just fine. So yeah, this I think is the best looking 87 Master I've seen so far. However, here's a card that might give Klay a run for his money. It's a finesse center cat, Karl Anthony Towns. Kind of hit or miss on the athletic stats, but really good on rebounding, 88 and 87. Excellent inside offensive game, excellent outside shooting game, especially for a center. Basically no defense, and yeah, that's pretty much it for Karl Anthony Towns. And then that takes us to our last store card, Mike Conley, Utah Jazz. He is a strategic point guard. And just looking at these primaries, this is probably going to be one of those cards that has good stats spread throughout, but no stat that you look at and go, oh wow, you know, look at that stat. So let's see. Okay, so his athletic stats look good. His inside offensive game looks good, but nothing spectacular. His outside shooting, frankly, looks quite good. He's got that 86-3. His on-ball defense looks great. How is his overall defense? Good. His overall defense is good. His playmaking stats are good. Yeah, this is a card that's got a lot of good stats. They're spread out, and yeah, this card could play well. You know, this one kind of intrigues me. We'll have to see how he plays. His height could be a factor at 6'1" at point guard, but you never know. All right, and that takes us right back to where we began. This is what, again, is going to greet you tomorrow morning, Monday, November 15. And good luck with this promo, guys. We'll know more once everybody has a chance to get into it, how it looks like for, you know, no money spent, but we just don't have that information now because it's not a copy-paste promo, right? That's the downside to not having a promo style that we've had before. But I think you're going to like this one. It should be a new experience for you. New experiences are always good things. There are some good cards here. I'm not super stoked about all the cards, but I don't need to be super stoked about all the cards. If some of the cards look good, that's great. The Grandmaster Harden looks pretty good at point guard. Some people love that. Some people don't like that so much, but it's a good looking card. So this is, I think, going to be a good promo for you. Good luck with it. And with that, it's over. We're done. We're out of here. There's no more. And remember, peace out.